Annyeonghaseyo everybody out there, it's Rocky here, and thank you so much again for tuning into Let's Talk Korean. Today's episode is all about pros and cons. So many of you out there have asked me about studying abroad in Korea. What is it like at Korean universities? What is it like in comparison to the US? So I said, you know what, let me go ahead and make this video for all of you out there who have interest in moving to Korea or studying abroad in Korea as an exchange student. And I'll just go over some of my personal pros and cons of studying here. For some of you who may or may not know, I go to Hanyang University here in Korea, and these are my personal pros and cons based off of Hanyang University. Do know that different universities here in Korea are different. So what I may experience or feel, you totally may not experience or feel. But I think some of these will just be good things to look out for.
All right, let's go.
Pro. Korean universities have so many majors. Like, I come from a small university in the US, so maybe that's why, but man, there's over 110 majors here at Hanyang University, and that goes for a lot of other universities here in Korea. That's dope. So if you're coming from your university and you want to take a certain major or pick up a certain major while you're here in Korea, there's so many different types of options. Con. But that being said, the availability to register for classes are way too competitive here in my opinion. I mean, the moment it was open, students was like this, like pressing, like registering so fast, and it's so competitive here because there's so many majors, there's way too many students, so it's kind of difficult a little bit, especially as an exchange student. Most professors here are really nice. They care if you understand the subject. But the teaching style here for me is a no-go. Just be ready to teach yourself. Do a lot of practice problems on your own if you're taking any type of science or math here in Korea, because the professors here, I've noticed that they don't do a lot of example problems during the lecture. They might do maybe one or two, but it's like they show you equations here if you're learning math or science. And it's like, okay, next equation, next subject, next equation, next subject. And you're like, bro, you're not going to do an example. Huge campuses. So that means there's so many departments and so many unique resources available for students. Be ready to start walking, climbing, jogging, all of that stuff to your classes. I'm getting used to it now, but man, the campus is a little bit too big in comparison to what I'm used to in the US. So make sure you're leaving much early for class, because I used to always be kind of late a little bit, not realizing the distance from buildings to buildings. Classes are pretty good, decent, average size, so it's very easy to focus. Students here be taking pictures during lectures. Now, in the US, we all may have taken pictures of maybe a certain slide or maybe of the board, but we don't do it that common. Here it's very, very common here in one of my classes. Like every slide, standing up, blocking your view. It's a little annoying. Like, it's either you write it all the way down or you just print it out from the website that the teacher puts it up on. There's classes that are taught in English. However, those classes are limited. So if you are taking specific courses for your major, it can be pretty hard to find the classes you need to take that your university wants you to take, and they're not available in English here, so it can be kind of tricky. And also, well, even though it's in English, you might have a professor who can speak great English or horrible English. Studying here to me is very cool and fantastic. There's like a lot of student study lounges in so many different departments and buildings, and they're pretty unique and cool looking too. Like I would say, like for the library study halls, you actually have to, like, it's a machine that you have to virtually pick your seat, reserve it, and then go sit at it. I think that's actually pretty cool. In the study lounge room, right, it's a big room, in the back there's like huge, like wide steps, and on each step there's like remember back in pre-K, guys, the little mats you used to have to use and bring to do nap time? Pretty much that's here, so students can totally go to sleep and be comfortable, have somewhere to sleep if you need a nap between classes. However, those study rooms and libraries here can be pretty overpacked. Korean students are really big into studying here, so don't expect so many spaces to be available, and some of the study rooms can be a little bit too quiet for group study sessions, so you might need to go to like a nearby cafe. That's pretty much it for the pros pros and cons. Campus is awesome. Campus food is awesome. Inexpensive. Food in Korea is just inexpensive, period. So you're just going to look forward to a lot here studying abroad. And if you want to know more about the process, I would say talk to your home university. If you are in college, that's the best place. You know, I can tell you all that I know, but my school is different from your school, and the requirements for my school might be different from yours. And if you're not in college and you plan to go to college, definitely do some online research like I've done before I went away. You know, I didn't have anybody to tell me what it's like to study abroad in Korea and classes, and I pretty much had to do all of this on my own, which was tough, but nonetheless is not impossible. So don't give up. Tell me if you guys have any other questions down below about studying abroad or anything like that. I'm willing to answer them all in this comment section, so don't worry. I hope this video was fun and informative for some of you. Do me a nice favor and give this video a nice thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for the next video because I'll be mentioning the 10K giveaway, even though I'm past 10K now. Thank you. But I still do plan to do the 10K giveaway and give 2 winners some awesome prizes and gifts. So stay tuned for the next video when I do post that, guys. Thanks for watching and tuning in to Let's Talk Korean as always. And annyeong!